Okay, Ron Van Dam may not be the prettiest face in radio, but come on, that voice, am I right?
Ooh.
You are listening to Ron Van Dam, the sexiest voice in podcasting, on New England Broadcasting.
Ron Van Dam is an experienced talk show host. Do not attempt to try this at home.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Thank you very much.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Thank you very much. Your applause is overwhelming. It's unbelievable. Thank you. There it is. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Come on, bathe me in it, baby. Let me take a shower in your love. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's not necessary. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's so... Okay, that's it. It's a shorter track than I thought. Welcome to the program. I am Ron Van Dam. Thank you for being here. You are a marvelous person. You're beautiful. You're great inside. Blah, 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 blah. You're intelligent. You've changed the world. You're... whatever. Butter 'em up, they said. Butter 'em up. You'll get a larger audience. Constantly tell them how wonderful they are. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I do have a social media manager. She tells me what to do. Sometimes she'll blindfold me and put me in a closet. Whatever it takes to... All right. Anyway, because see, I'm not into social media. I think I have an Instagram account. I think she set it up for me, but I don't use it. I didn't know what an Instagram was. I thought it was just like a graham cracker kind of thing, and you can make it quickly. I know what it is. I'm on all the things, but I don't know what I'm on. So what good is that? I have no idea. I'm on Snatch Chat. Is that correct? Is it Snatch Chat or? It's something like that, I believe. Some type of a sexual organ website. I don't know what it is, actually. I do have the Facebook thing. Yeah. Which is kind of, when you really break it down, I saw the movie that, is about how Facebook began with... that guy who created it, I can't remember his name because I don't care. Anyway, and I guess it started in a college, and he was just posting pictures of girls, and the guys in the college had to vote on who the prettiest was, and that's what he posted them, and when there was no post or it was in a magazine or something, and that's what started Facebook. It was purely for sexual reasons. And even the name Facebook, it's a book of faces. It should have nothing to do with your face. It has to do with the comments you make, the connections that you make, theoretically. What's with this face thing? What did they call Facebook? And then he tried to change the name to the Meta Show or something like that. But it's still the Facebook. And I've got a lot of Facebook accounts. I think 700 of them or so. I don't know. I have at least 5 of them. I don't know if I'm supposed to have them, but I do. And that's all I know. And I don't like Facebook because people post things that are anti-inflammatory as far as I'm concerned. They are inflammatory. As soon as you say anything, hatred comes out. Oh, I hate this, I hate that. Hey, don't do that. That's this show. Stop copying me. People say, Ron, when you do your show, all you do is complain. Yeah, and what's your problem? So that's all you do. You just don't have a show about it. But yeah, I complain because so much sucks. I can't believe you're saying. I told you the show is different. So much sucks. And just when you think something sucks enough, it sucks even more. It gets into suck regions that haven't been sucked before. They are major suck locations that keep sucking and sucking. It's the suck it eternally gives. It's like a Hallmark card that sucks. I'm overusing the word suck because it really is what it is. It's a suck fest. It's suckapalooza. Do you ever suck on a straw? This is nothing like that. This is nothing like that. I think that suck word means that you're taking it all in. You know, you're like indeed when you suck on a straw, you're taking in the air and you're taking in the drink, whatever you're sucking on. How it got into the realm of things not being good, I have no idea. I don't know. There's that other word that rhymes with suck that begins with an F, and I won't say it because I don't have to. And that has to do with horrible things, yet the word itself is a connotation for having sex. And I don't understand how that turned into such a horrible thing. Most of the things that we say and we deal with make no sense whatsoever. They just morphed into no sense. They started making sense, then started losing the sense at a point. Then they make absolutely no sense. As a matter of fact, it means the opposite. I've talked about this before. Damn you, Michael Jackson, who is no longer with us. I understand that. But Michael Jackson started taking words and giving the opposite meaning to them and just screwed me up badly. He turned the word bad into something good. And now people are walking around saying, man, that's really bad. I know it's horrible. No, it's bad, man. That means it's good. It's really bad. That means it's really good. Oh, I see. So it means the exact opposite of what you're trying to say. Yeah. All right. So if you tell me that something is really good, does it mean it's really bad? No, we're not going that way. Hey, man, that's really bad. I know, I love it. It's just, it doesn't make sense, and it's your fault, Jackson. And not the other four, just you. There are 5 in the Jackson 5, for those who may not be familiar. I don't know what your legacy is, Michael. You were quite an entertainer. Really you were an amazing entertainer, as a matter of fact, because you danced too. And you were really, and you sold records and you captured the hearts of people. And probably animals, I really don't know. And you captured the hearts of children. You started, you never grew up, Michael. You never grew up. You lived in a never land or always something land, whatever it was. And you lured children over with the parents' consent because you were famous. And I don't know if you did anything with the children. Who knows what goes on behind closed doors. And then you started sucking in all this propofol. And because everybody around you said, yes, Michael, yes, I want more drugs. Yes, Michael. And that was your demise. And then you died. And basically all it meant at that point in your life was you didn't have to go to court anymore. And I know that's really nasty to say because it's bad. Or is it not good, bad, or it could be good, bad? Michael, you just confused the hell out of me. And he made me feel inadequate because I couldn't do that moonwalk thing, you know, where he like walks backwards and it looks like he's gliding. I couldn't do that unless I was like in my socks on a linoleum floor. Even then, I didn't do it well, so I felt inadequate. And I don't like that. Do you know where else I felt totally inadequate? Subway. No, not the train thing. It's at the Subway restaurants where they have the subs, with the deli meat on it. I feel inadequate because I can't order a 6-inch sub. I feel like they're mocking me. Yes, can I help you? Yes, I'll have the 6-inch ham and cheese. Only 6 inches? I know. It looks like it. No, I want the foot long, baby. I'm a man. I want the foot long. Because that's what I am. The size of my area down there is dependent upon the size of the sub that I order in this restaurant. I want that girl behind the counter, when I order a foot-long sub, I want her to turn around and say, whoa, that is so hot. I bet it is. That's what I want. That's what I want her to think. Order a 6-inch? I don't think so. And how much more money is it, by the way? Like $2? So, what's the big deal? $2 is nothing these days. I also get confused with places that use the same name, and they're both registered same names, but they're not the same business. Subway is like that. I went to the Subway and ordered a footlong. Oh, in the restaurant? Oh, no. I went down underground where the trains are, and I went up to the change booth there, and I ordered a sub there. No wonder why I didn't get anything. Yeah, because that's an actual Subway. That's not a restaurant. Oh, see, I'm confused. I went to a Subway restaurant, and I went up to the counter, and I said, what's the next train into Philadelphia? And they didn't know what I was talking about. They thought I wanted to order a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, Subway. You shouldn't have named your restaurants that. You're confusing me. Don't confuse me. I had to cough for a second. Pandora. They did it too. Pandora Music and Pandora the Jewelry Company. They're both called Pandora. That's it. Just Pandora. And I get confused. I walk into jewelry stores and ask to hear music by the Eagles. And they say, well, I think you want the Pandora Music. We're a jewelry store. Would you like a diamond ring? Sure. Why not? What size? 6-inch. Foot long diamond ring, please. It's confusing. It's confusing. I still think about Jared, that Subway guy. Do you remember Jared, kids? Jared was an overweight young guy who was overweight and not a pretty man. He was not a pretty man. No, he was not a pretty boy. And in the commercials, they hired Jared to be the spokesperson, and Jared would eat a sub from Subway, not the train station. He would order a sub from Subway every single day. And we were just waiting to see how long it would take for him to die. Anyway, that's what he did. And then in the commercials, he started losing weight. And everybody thought, whoa, Subway is a weight loss program. And then their spokesperson, Jared, he was arrested for too much interest in young boys. Let's put it that way. Way too much interest in young boys. Let's put it that way. And he was certainly not the spokesperson for Subway anymore. I can be a child predator if I eat enough subs, apparently. Now, I don't know if Jared's still alive. I don't know if he's still skinny or any, but I don't know if he's in jail. I don't know what happened to him. I could look it up, but I don't care. I mean, if I wanted to be thorough and talk about Jared from the Subway commercials, I should have gone to that internet thing and figured out where he is today. But you know what? You do that. You do that if you're interested. I'm not interested. He's no longer with the Subway people. He's out of my life, so I don't really care. But I do wonder what happened to him. I don't know, Jared. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, I have a guest coming up momentarily for all different reasons. Oh, here's something interesting. My guest today actually has a podcast, one of those crime podcast things, where she tries to solve cold cases. These are cases that are cold. What does that mean? These are cases that weren't solved at the time of the crime and kind of went dormant because they couldn't figure it out. And, of course, the families involved in these crimes, usually murders, never get any satisfaction like the Rolling Stones suggest you do, or at least don't. So these cases are opened up again, and she, on her podcast, tries to get people together to solve these cold case crimes. Fascinating. And she seems to be very good at it. We'll meet her, and maybe you want to follow her. I mean, don't really follow her. You know what I'm saying? That's a horrible term, by the way, to follow somebody. I really like their podcast. I'm going to follow them. Well, you mean you're going to listen? No, I'm going to track them down. Don't follow people. Don't follow them. You can listen to them. You can subscribe to them. But don't follow them. That's not right. They don't want that. Hey, who are you? Hey, who are you? I've been walking down the street and you've been walking behind me. What's going on? I'm following you. That's not what that means. Oh, I misunderstood. It's Michael Jackson. He takes all these words and he changes the meanings. I know. I'm aware of that. Virtually, I talked about it on my talk show, as a matter of fact, how Michael Jackson did that. Ron, have you got something against Michael Jackson? No, I don't. Maybe I do. Anyway, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, my guest will be joining us. But until that occurs, there's this.
Hello, I'm well-known local community theater actor Gordon Flambeau, and I am inviting you to the premiere of my brand new one-man show, These Are My Pants. Over the years, I have never gotten rid of any of the pairs of pants that I've owned. That's right, even since I was a boy. My house is now full of well-preserved pants, and in this enthralling solo piece, I'll take you through my life, one pair of pants at a time. You'll see and hear about my favorite pair of short pants from when I was just a toddler. Experience the thrilling revelation of my first pair of dungarees as a teen and the hesitant trepidation of putting on a pair of dress pants for the first time. Yes, we'll even go through my wild and crazy corduroy years. Slacks, shorts, cargo pants, oh my goodness, it's a fantastic journey you won't soon forget. Join me, well-known local community theater actor Gordon Flambeau at the O'Rourke Center for the Performing Arts for These Are My Pants. The show opens this Friday at 7 p.m. and runs as long as anyone's interested. Tickets are $20. I will accept 10, even 5. I hope to see you there.
Amanda Denise joins us now. She's a former TV news reporter and anchor with ABC and Fox affiliates, and she does everything, actually. And she's also the creator of Cold and Untold, which is an interesting thing. Thanks for being with us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on this morning.
Well, most of us are fascinated with cold cases because they're kind of unsolved, and everybody loves a good murder mystery. I mean, not everybody, but some people do. But this is a fascination. It's been on television forever. There are reports on it. Cold cases are big things, I guess.
They are. Well, a lot of people like to feel like they can solve the case themselves, So if the case is unsolved, then that just puts them into like the investigator seat, right? So everyone likes to be the investigator to try to piece together the puzzle. So they are becoming, there are so many cold cases out here, and I just want to continue to highlight those cases so that people can hopefully come forth with information to see these cases solved.
There are cold cases all over the country. Now, you're in North Carolina. Is there more of an abundance there, or that's just where we're focusing?
So that's a good question. So I'm actually from North Carolina. This is where I live. This is where my journalism career started. And so while working as a TV news reporter, I saw a need for these cold case stories, right? To bring attention to these stories. And so it just made sense for me to start right now where I am, but I am going to branch out because there's so many cases all over the world, as you could say.
Yeah, there are. Part of this is good storytelling, because these are stories and they have to be told with some kind of interest and and there are personalities and people involved here. And I guess with what you've been doing in the past, you're a storyteller.
I am, yes. So storytelling activates public memory, right? So as a journalist, as a podcaster, you have to conduct these interviews, gather these facts, organize them. But what you're doing is you are turning these stories into a compelling narrative, right? To keep people engaged. So whether it's through a podcast episode or they're looking at it on TV, it's just something that can help them recall these cases and spark a community conversation, right? So when people see these cases come across their timeline on social media or come across just if they're watching the TV, then it's remembering these victims, right? Remembering that these families still need answers and these victims still need justice, and then encouraging them to come to law enforcement and tell them what they know, especially if it happened in their community and they know something about it.
Yeah. Before the turn of the century, sounds like the 1500s, but before the turn of the century, there was a very popular show on television, America's Most Wanted, and I don't think it's around anymore, but one of the dynamics where some of those cases started to be solved by the public getting involved and throwing in some information all of a sudden after so many years.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a lot of these investigators who I talk to, they say, listen, we need people to come to us, right? They have so many cases that they're trying to juggle, whether they're unsolved cases or cases that aren't, like cold cases, but they need people to come to them. And then I want to just say this too, is that many people think that they can't be anonymous when they tell these details, right? But a lot of agencies have Crime Stoppers programs where you can submit a tip anonymously. So even if you don't want people to know your name, your information, you can still call and give those details without letting people know who you are. They just want the information. They don't want your name.
But if those cases are brought back to court in order to convict somebody, wouldn't they need some kind of testimony from the person that gave the tip, or would they find other witnesses on the way? I mean, how does that work?
Well, in some instances, they do need witnesses, right? But what it does is that when people call in tips, that just puts them on a different track, right? So whereas the case may have been...
I got you.
Right. Yeah. So whereas the case may have been cold, they don't have anything else to go on. They don't have any leads. But if somebody calls in and give you information, that puts them in another direction. Maybe they can look at something differently, I
got you. What about the families that are involved in these cold cases? Do some of them want to be left alone, or do others say, no, I want to resolve, please come forward? Emotionally, that kind of brings it up for them again.
Yeah, that is an excellent question. So I will say that more often than not, families want you to talk about their loved one's case. They want people to remember them. And sometimes it's beyond the case. It's beyond what happened to them, but it's more so they want people to know who their sister was, their brother was, their mom was, beyond the case. These people, they were loved. Some of these people were caring, and they just want people to know who they are. But it does bring back a lot of emotional toll on them. They have to, in a sense, relive it. Yeah. So I'm asking these people to tell me these stories, and these aren't my stories to tell, but they're vulnerable. They are opening up to me. They're being truthful. They're sad. Some of them, cry when they tell these stories. So yeah, I mean, it does bring up a lot of emotions.
Yeah. Okay. I want to hear these. Where do I go? How do I get involved here?
Of course. So, Cold and Untold is available across major podcast platforms. You can also follow me on social media. We have season 2 coming out this year. We also have a book that will be published. It's titled Unresolved Stories of the Vanished and Murdered in North Carolina. And these are short chapters of unsolved cases. I speak with family, I speak with law enforcement agencies or law enforcement officers about their experiences with solving cold cases. So you can follow me along on social media and listen to me on all podcast platforms.
Okay, and it's Cold and Untold, is that right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
And it's probably very engaging. And I mean, you sound like the kind of person that can really make this happen. So we appreciate that. Do you ever get involved in some of these cases where you personally get involved?
Yes, so actually, right now, I currently work alongside investigators with the Kinston Police Department as a civilian cold case investigator.
Cool.
So I am knee deep. I am looking at these case files with the lead investigator, and we are creating timelines. We're looking at crime scene photos. We're interviewing witnesses, potential suspects. So I have a hand in it. And that's just something else that I want to say too.
Yeah.
Many of these agencies, they face challenges with not being able to tackle these cold cases, whether it's through the lack of manpower or resources. But the Kinston Police Department acknowledges that. But they're bringing in people like me to sit down and look at these cases from the very beginning with a fresh set of eyes in hopes of seeing resolution.
Perfect. Well, she's Amanda Denise. You can Google her. She's all over the place. The podcast is Cold and Untold. Well, that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. Actually, you were here anyway. Thank you so much for me being here. It really is more like it. Thank you to my guest. Fascinating woman. Girl, lady. I don't know what to call people anymore. I really don't. I have no idea. There's so many different ways to enunciate on somebody's existence. I just don't know what to say anymore. Is that a man? Is that a young man? Is that a man? Is it a gentleman? Is that man really gentle? Is it hey, you guys? I hate that too. Not hate. I dislike it. When you walk into a room and there's a couple, even when women walk into a room, other women say to them, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Those are women, they're not guys. Oh, okay. What we've done here is we've taken the word guys, which related to the male types of humans, and now we're taking that guys thing, and now everybody's a guy. It's unisexual. It's unisexual. A group of girls walk into a room. Hey, guys. They're not guys. Hey, girls. No, Ron, that's not. Yes, it is. Who changed that? Who changed that? Is that part of being woke or not woken up yet? I don't know what that even means. Hey, Ron, are you woke? Yeah, I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning. No, you don't understand. You're right. I don't understand. Because you're taking words and you're giving them different meanings than they had before. Who the hell do you think you are to do that? You don't call women guys. I guess you could, but you shouldn't, because that's not what the word means. Am I upset about this? No. I just don't understand how things morph into things that shouldn't even be morphed into. That's all. Simple as that. In the meantime, have yourself a wonderful day. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode. I hope you join me then. But until that time arrives, well, I wish you peace.